Hi everyone, today I will show you how to set up a Wix form and we will start building the Wix form from the scratch. Okay, so first of all we have to go inside the wix.com. Alright, so as you can see here that we are inside the wix.com and let's just create the website in here and that would be the quick process. So let's just click on get started. So if you have already an account in the wix.com, you can simply log in with your Google or the Facebook or the email. So I have already created an account on the wix.com. So I will just simply log in with my Google account. Okay, so as you can see here, we are inside the dashboard of our wix.com. So I will simply create a new website here. So I will click on the drop down here, my website. And now I will click on the create a new website. So as you can see here that we have this text field and in which you can actually add or fill up the detail about your website. So I will simply skip this right now. We just have to give a name to our website. So alright, so let's just click next. Okay, so as you can see here that the Wix is providing a different kind of functionalities that we want to add in our website. But right now I don't want to add anything to it, so I'll just skip this part as well. Alright, so now what I need to do, I just want to go with the template here. So let's just begin with a template. Okay, so since we will be creating the form from the sketch, so I would just simply go with this template here. And the Wix is actually building our template here. And it will be ready in few minutes. Alright, so you can also fill up some detail about your website and the AI will generate some content for your website. But right now just close this. I don't want to do anything with the AI here. Okay, so let me zoom it in to 100%. Alright, so now you can see here a single field here. So I just want to delete this. And we will create our customized form here. Okay, to create the form, what we need to do, I will just simply click on the add elements here. And from here, as you can see here, the contact and the form, as you can see the form templates here that we can use, but we won't be using any template here. We will build our form from the scratch. So what I need to do, I will simply click on the CMS. As you can see here, so I have to add this CMS in our website. So let's just click this and we would have our CMS on our website. Okay, so I don't want to use any preset here. So I will just simply customize our CMS. So click on the customize. Okay, so I don't want to have the dynamic item pages or dynamic list page. So okay, that is it. Now we just have to give a name to our collection. So that would be submission. Let's just click add to the site and it will create our submission collection. Okay, so these are some default fields and we also have some default values in our field. So I just have to hide them or I can delete them as well. Alright, so let's just hide these fields here. So hide. Alright, so now what I need to do, I just have to remove these values from here. Okay, so right now what I need to do, I have to add the fields that I want to add on my form. So I want to add the name field here. So I will just simply rename this. Alright. And it is a text field. Okay, so let's just save this and create another field here. Okay, so the second thing that I want to have is email. And it would be the text field. The type of the field will be text. So let's just save this again. And I also want to have the number of the user. So I will write down the field type to the number and it would be the number here. Okay, let's just write down phone number. So let's just save this. And in the similar way, you can add the number of fields that is required for your form. So right now, I just don't need anything. Okay, so now what I need to do, I will just simply click on more actions here and click on the collection settings. And from here, I have to go inside the permissions and the privacy. Okay, so now what I need to do, since we are doing the form submission, so I will click on the form submissions here. So here you can see the question here that what kind of the content I want to store in this collection. So it would be the form submissions. Alright, so let's just save this. Okay, so now let's just close this CMS and let's just go back to our add elements. And now you will be able to see the input option here. Before adding the CMS, there was no input option here. Okay, so if you want to add the input options, you have to add the CMS to your website. Okay, so now what I need to do, I will just simply go with any text input here. So I think that would be the fine. Alright, so that looks okay. Okay, so I have to create the 3 different fields. So I just simply copy paste these fields here. So let's just align them. Alright, so they don't really look great here. So I will just simply redesign them. So I will just simply use another template here. Okay, so I think that looks fine. Yeah, this would look perfect. Okay, so let's do this with other text fields here. Okay, so now you can see that we have created our inputs here. We require the 3 different inputs for the 3 different fields that we want to have in our form. So I will just simply rename our fields here. So it should be the name. Alright, so the field title is full name. Alright, and here it would be the email. Alright, so in the last I would like to have the phone number. Okay, so let's just save this again. Okay, so now what I need to do, I have to connect our input fields with our CMS. So how can we do that? So now I will actually go inside the CMS again, click on the add element and CMS here, and now I have to create a data set here. So I'll just simply click on the data set. Okay, so you will be able to see the data set here. So now what I need to do, I have to connect our data set with our input fields. Okay, and you don't have to worry about this icon because it won't be shown to the users. It is only for you in the editor. Okay, so let's click on the settings here. Okay, so as you can see here in the dataset, we have the option to connect a collection. So we have created a submit collection. So we have to connect our dataset with the submission collection here. Alright, so that is it. And now in the mode, I have to click on the write only because I want to add the data in our submission collection. Okay, so let's just close this, and now we will simply connect our input fields with our dataset. So let's just click on the input field, and you can see the option here, connect to the CMS. So let's click on this, and here what you need to do, you have to connect with the submission dataset. Okay, that is it. Okay, so as you can see, the second option is the value connect to. So it simply means that whatever I get in this input, it would be stored on the name field that we have created in our collection. Okay, so in the similar way, I will connect our second input with the email. So the value would be added to email here. Alright, and in the last one, let's just connect this again, and the value would be added to the phone number. Alright, so that is it. Okay, so now what I need to do, I just simply have to save this. Okay, so now I just have to publish this. So let's just click on the publish. Alright, so now you can see that we have published our website here, and let's just visit our website, and we will try to add some details in our form, and then we will see that whether the data is being stored on our collection or not. Okay, so let's just add some data here. So I'm gonna simply write my name. Okay, so let's just put some random numbers here. Okay, so I have missed one thing here. I have to add the submit button as well. So let's just go back to our editor, and let me just add the submit button quickly. So how can you add the button? You just have to click on the add elements and click on the button here, and you can just simply go with a simple button here. So I would actually go with this button here. Alright, so now let's just drag the button to the side. Okay, so let me just change the name of our button. That should be submit. Alright, And now what I need to do, I have to connect this with our CMS as well. Okay, so now what I need to do, I will just simply click on here, drop down, and I will click on the submit button, and this would actually submit the form data whenever I click on this button. Okay, so let's just close this and publish this again and go back to our website, refresh the website here. Okay, so as you can see the submit button here. Alright, so now what I need to do, let's just click on the submit button. Alright, so let me just fill the details again. So let's just submit the details here. Alright, so now as you can see that our data is submitted. So let's just go back to our editor. And now what I need to do, I have to click on the CMS here and click on your collection. So as you can see that we have a single collection here, that is submission that we have created. So I will actually click on the submission here. And now you are able to see the data that we have submitted on our form. Okay, so this is how we can create the custom form in the Wix. Alright, so this is all for this video. If you really find this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel.